Dear learners, welcome to the second week of the MOOC course on Early Childhood Care and Education. In the first week of the course, you have learned about the basic concept of growth and development, their relationship, principles of development, and the different stages of development, out of which early childhood is one of the crucial stages of human life. The early childhood stage, spanning from birth to the around 6 to 8 years old, is a critical period of rapid growth and development. During this time, children experiences significant physical, cognitive, emotional, and social changes. Their brain develop rapidly, enabling them to acquire language, problem-solving skills, and emotional regulations. Early experiences and interaction with caregivers, parents, peers, and their environment play a vital role in shaping their personality, learning abilities, and social behaviors. This stage lays the foundation for future development, highlighting the importance of nurturing care, positive relationship, and stimulating activities to support holistic growth. Apart from this major developmental aspect, such as development of understanding, moral values, some common interest, those are some common characteristics of early childhood stage. It is a period of slow growth and rapid development. Early childhood, which extends 3 to 6 years, is labeled by the parents as the problem age, the troublesome age, or the toy age, and by the educators they are termed as the preschool age, and by the psychologists they are called the pre-gang age, the exploratory age, and or the questioning age because of its unique nature and characteristics developed during these days. There are some domains of development. So in the early childhood stage is very critical phase of development, which is marked by rapid growth in physical, cognitive, emotional, and social domain. Early childhood development refers to the many skills and milestones that the child are expected to reach by the time they reach the age of 6. These milestones include learning how to run, how to talk using simple sentences, and how to play with others, and many more. So let's discuss this different aspect of development in the children in this video lecture. So here we will discuss about the physical and motor development during the early childhood stage. A 4-year-old child in preschool learns to climb playground equipment, developing their gross motor skills while also practicing fine motor skills by coloring inside the lines of a coloring books. So over time, they gain better control, balance, and precision, which allows them to engage in more complex activities like skipping or typing shoelaces by the age of 6. These milestones showcase the remarkable physical growth and development typically during the early childhood period. So let's discuss this physical and motor development among the children in detail. The physical growth and development refers to a process which brings bodily and physiological changes, internal as well as external, in an organism. Early childhood stage is characterized by marked physical development, but growth during this stage proceeds at a slow rate as compared with the rapid growth in the babyhood. It is very important to know how children develop physically because physical development influences children's behavior directly and indirectly. It also determines what they can do and indirectly influence their attitude towards self and others. We can discuss the physical development in early childhood stage under the headings of number 1, height. The average annual increase in height is 3 inches. By the age of 6, the average child measures about 46.6 inches. It is based on the report of the study by psychologists and researchers. Then, second one is weight. The average annual increase in weight is 3 to 5 pounds. At the age of 6, children normally weigh approximately 7 times as much as they did at birth. The average preschool girl weighed 48.5 pounds and the average boy weighed 49 pounds. So we can find the differences in terms of gender among the children. Then third one is body proportion. There is marked change in body proportion in the preschool children. During this stage, the baby look disappears that used to be in them during the babyhood period. Facial features remain small, but the chin becomes more pronounced and the neck elongates. Then body build. During this stage, differences in body build become apparent for the first time. Some children have a fat body, which is called endomorphic. Some have muscular body, mesomorphic, and some have thin body, which is called ectomorphic in the psychological term. Then we can discuss the physical development in terms of bones and muscles. Ossifications, which means hardening of the bones, is an important feature of physical development in early childhood stage. The bones ossify at different rates in different parts of the body. The muscles become larger, stronger, and heavier. As a result, children look thinner as early childhood progresses, even though they weigh more. Then in terms of fat, regarding fats in children, it has been observed that the research study that children with fat body have more fatty tissue, which is called adipose tissue, than muscular tissue. Again, children with muscular body have more muscular tissue than fatty tissue. The children with thin body have both small muscles and little fatty tissue. Then in terms of teeth, during the first 4 to 6 months of early childhood stage, or what we call preschool stage, the last 4 baby teeth erupt. Again, during the last half year of early childhood stage, the baby teeth began to be replaced by permanent teeth. With the end of early childhood teeth stage, the children generally has 1 or 2 permanent teeth only in front, and some gaps where permanent teeth will eventually erupt in them. In terms of nervous system, the growth of the nervous system is very rapid before birth and during the first half of early childhood period. Before birth, the development consists primarily of increase in the number and size of the nerve cells because no new cells are formed after birth. As such, development in the first 4 years, that is in the first half of early childhood stage, consists of development of immature cells present at the time of birth. So after the age of 3 or 4, growth of the nervous system proceeds at a relatively slow rate. Here we have to discuss the role of individual differences in the physical and motor development in children because individual differences highly affect the physical development. There are individual differences in all aspects of physical activities among children. Children of superior intelligence tend to be taller in early childhood than those of average or below average intelligence and shed their temporary teeth sooner. Moreover, sex differences also impact on physical development in children that we have just discussed in terms of the weight. Ossification, which means the hardening of the bones, and shedding of temporary teeth are more advanced for age in girls than in boys. The nutrition, the treatment and care provided by the family too matter a lot in the physical development of the child. Children from higher socioeconomic group tend to be better nourished and receive better prenatal and postnatal care. These children tend to vary in height, weight and other physical development than the average children. Now, after discussing the physical development during early childhood period, we have come to the aspect of motor development, which is closely related to physical development. So physical development also entails the development of the motor skills, the refinement of motor skill, that the use of large muscles of the body as well as those that tap hands-eye coordination and require subtle movement is an important developmental task or milestone during early childhood. During this period, the child practices, refines, and masters gross and fine motor skills. So, while discussing about the physical and motor development during early childhood stage, we must mention one of the key milestones gained by the children, that is the gross motor development. Between the age of 3 to 6, children make great advances in gross motor skill, those that use the large muscles such as running, jumping. So they become physically stronger, which increase in bones and muscle strength as well as lung capacity. Fundamental gross motor skill development occur during this period. So from this perspective, early childhood period is very important. Children develop skill in movement including jumping, stepping and landing, turning around, changing direction. They learn to balance on different parts of the body, rolling over, transferring weight from feet to hands. They can also use the floor and apparatus for climbing and swinging. They learn to lift, carry and place and use apparatus safely. They can respond with gesture and stillness as appropriate. They can improve their control, use different shapes, levels and direction for traveling. Moreover, children can also use their body movement expressively to reflect rhymes, moods or feeling conveyed by music. They can create sequence of movement in response to music and to perform their own sequences and traditional dances from various cultures. That's why children likes to dance, play during this stage because they are able to do that. So on the basis of the study done by psychologists or educators, we can discuss the gross motor development of children during this year across their developmental period. During the 2 and 3 years, they can walk more smoothly, run but cannot turn or stop suddenly. They can jump, throw a ball with a rigid body and catches by trapping ball against chest. They can ride push toys using feet. Again, during 3 to 4 years, they can run, ascend stairs, alternative feats, jumps, 15 to 24 inches, hops, pedals and steers a tricycle. Again, during 4 to 5 years, they can run more smoothly with control over stopping and turning. Descend stairs, alternative feet, jump 24 to 33 inches, skip, throw ball by rotating the body and transferring weight to one foot. They can also catch ball with hands, ride by tricycle and steers effectively. Again, during 5 to 6 years, they can run more quickly, skip more effectively, throws and catches a ball like older children and can make running jump of 28 to 36 inches. And they can also ride bicycle with training wheels. So these are the gross motor development that occur during the early childhood stage. This can vary child to child depending on their individual differences. Then we have the fine motor skill. Along with the gross motor skill, children too develop some fine motor skills during this period, like the ability to button a shirt, pour milk into a glass, put puzzles together and draw pictures involve eye, hand and small muscle coordination. So these things are developed during their early childhood stage. As children get better at these skills, they are able to become more independent and do more for themselves. Young children become better at grasping, eating utensils and becoming more self-sufficient at feeding. So they can feed by themselves. Children during this stage can handle increasingly small equipment skillfully. For example, construction of toys. They can construct toys, construct home by the blocks. They can use pencils, pen and paint brushes of varying size to support their individual development when marking, writing and making pictures. They can use hammers, saws and nails to create their own models. They can create their own models or toys. They can pour and measure liquids. They can also handle computer mouse with increasing control. So these are the fine motor skills that are developed during the early childhood period. Let's discuss the age-wise fine motor skill during this period. So from 2 to 3 years, they can unzip large zippers, put on and remove some clothing, use a spoon. That means they can eat themselves. Then during the 3 to 4 years, they can serve food, can work large buttons, copies, vertical line, circle and can use scissors. Then during 4 to 5 years, they use scissors to cut along a line, use fork effectively, copy simple shapes and some letters. Then during 5 to 6 years, they can tie shoes, use knife to cut soft food, copies numbers and simple words. Of course, child will vary in terms of their individual differences in terms of these fine motor skills. So there are two aspects that have to be discussed in this motor development. There are stages and influences. The first one is stages of progression. So motor skill improve gradually, starting with basic uncoordinated movements and progressing to refined and purposeful action. Practice and repetition help solidify this skill. A second one is influence of development. The first is environment. First and the most important is environment, because opportunities to play and explore promote motor skill development. Another milestone gained by children in terms of their physical development is improved balance and coordination. Children develop better balance and the ability to coordinate their movement. For example, a 6-year-old might be able to walk across a narrow beam without falling or catch a ball with 2 hands. Then they also develop hand-eye coordination. Activities like stacking blocks or threading heads help refine the connection between vision and hand movement. For example, a 3-year-old might stack blocks to build a small tower, while a 5-year-old could assemble a simple puzzle. These are all because of the development of the fine, gross and fine motor skills. There are some factors that affect physical development during early childhood period. So as a learner or as aspirant teacher during this period, you have to know about these factors. First one is health and nutrition. So adequate nutrition supports muscles and bone growth. Health issues like obesity or chronic illness can delay development of the children. Then physical activity. Opportunities to play and explore help strengthen muscles and improve coordination. Then third one is genetic, that is the heredity. Some children naturally develop motor skill faster or slower based on their genetic factors. Then encouragement and practice. Of course, parents and the teacher must encourage the children for their motor and physical development. Active parental involvement and opportunities for practice accelerate the progresses. Motor development during early childhood is foundational for physical competence and independence. By mastering gross and fine motor skill, children gain the ability to explore their environment, participate in play, and perform tasks that enhance their confidence and social interaction. So providing opportunities for movement and skill practice is very much essential for their healthy physical as well as motor development. So, as a learner of this course, you must have a clear understanding of the role of early childhood education in physical development of children, or why you should study or know about the physical and motor development of the children. So, we know that early childhood education is a comprehensive area. This will be discussed in the upcoming modules. It plays a crucial role in supporting and enhancing the physical development of children aged 3 to 6 years by promoting structured activities, resources, and environment that encourage movement and skill building. Early childhood program lay the foundation for healthy growth and motor skill mastery. As such, you must know the physical and motor development among the children, how they are occur, or how children attain these milestones. Early childhood care and education can promote in gross motor development. How? By ensuring physical activities. Early childhood education programs include outdoor play, sports, and games that enhance large muscle use and coordination. For example, activities like running, jumping, hopping, climbing, and obstacle courses help the children improve their balance, strength, and ability. Then the structured environment of the ECCE centers with playgrounds and activity spaces with age-appropriate equipment. For example, slides, climbing walls provide opportunities for safe exploration and physical challenges. These activities encourages the children's physical sound health, endurance, and better coordination. Early childhood education can also promote gross motor development. How? Early childhood education programs include outdoor play, sports, games that enhance large muscle use and coordination that we have just mentioned. So, we can say that early childhood education is the means through which the children can attain proper physical and motor development. It also provides pre-play opportunities. Unstructured time allows children to explore movement at their own pace, fostering creativity and self-confidence in physical abilities. By integrating daily physical activity into the curriculum, children develop habits of staying active, which contributes to long-term physical health. Many programs of the ECC program combine physical development with lessons on healthy eating, emphasizing the connection between proper nutrition and growth. So, there are lots of benefits of early childhood education for physical development. First one is skill mastery. Regular practice helps children achieve age-appropriate physical milestone, then it increases confidence among the children. Successful participation in physical activities build self-esteem among the children. It helps to improve health of the child. Physical activity promotes cardiovascular fitness, muscle strength, and healthy weight. Then, it prepares the children for formal schooling. So, strong motor skills contribute to readiness for academic tasks like writing, drawing, and participating in physical education in their formal schooling. So, early childhood education can be considered as a means which provide a nurturing and structured environment that actively supports physical development through planned activities, pre-play, and skill-building tasks. By fostering both gross and fine motor skills and encouraging healthy habits, early childhood education program contribute significantly to a child's overall growth and lifelong well-being. How the program can include curriculum, methodology, play in their program to as if the all-round development of the children will be discussed in the upcoming modules of this course. So I hope this video lecture is helpful for you to get an overview how physical and motor development take place in children during their early childhood stage. We have made a detailed discussion on gross and fine motor development during this stage, along with the role of early childhood education for physical and motor development in the children. In the next video, we will come with another domain of development during this stage. Stay tuned. Thank you.